log in. We're going to be going over and teach you guys today of how to add users to key system software and use your users in your cabinets. Just going to quickly log in. Alright, so this is the first page that you always see. I mean, this I've already explained previously that this is, in a way, it's like a shortcut to multiple different things. I really don't know many people to pay attention to any of these in here, but really what people really should pay attention to is just this little status box in here. That's an important little piece of information. Obviously, I don't have any cabinets connected to my software right now, but whatever SAMs or cabinets that you have in here, whatever numbers that is, it should equal the number of connected items up here. So obviously mine is an alarm, there's no connection, so it's just showing 0. But in your live demonstration, if you see that number as less than what the number of SAMs you got up there, you always have a situation, one of them is offline and you need to investigate. So first step is click on SAMs. That's what I always use when I get lost and I go anywhere. I just want to get back to the main page. Just click on SAMs and get back to this main page. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it 2 ways. We're going to first show you guys how to add users the long way. Then I'm going to show you guys a shortcut as far as adding groups and make your life a little easier. So let's click on users. Just going to click new. Obviously first name, last name. Now, unique ID is very important. Unique ID, this is how the software recognizes the person. Be careful of what you put in there. Make a decision off the bat from when you're starting to program of what to use in there, because it's simply something that cannot be edited at a later date. And if it's been used, it cannot be reused. Even if that person is deleted, that unique ID is attached to that person. It cannot be reused. So you need to make a decision as far as what you want to use. For example, I tell a lot of people just use employee ID numbers, something unique to them. It never changes, it's unique to those people. So you can use letters and numbers in this case. As you can see, as soon as I clicked in here, in this little white box, it kind of describes what's allowed and what's not allowed. I mean, 15 characters max that I could put in there. Password is only for people that need access to the software. So if you're creating an administrator or sub-administrator that needs access to the software and you allow them access, you give them a password. Otherwise, do not fill this box in there. It's not required. PIN is for people that, it depends how you access in your cabinet. If you're accessing via PIN pads on the top, or someone needs access to the web browser, they would require a PIN number. The number of pins, I mean, it goes varieties from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to specify off the bat from your cabinet of how many pins people are going to be using to access. In this case, it's 4. The other thing is I usually try to avoid allowing people to choose their PIN numbers. It just makes life a lot easier. By simply clicking random, it's generates a 4-digit phone numbers for you. And it doesn't matter how many times you click it, it's already set for you right there. So that's what I try to use. Otherwise, I mean, you're more than welcome to punch it in twice and choose your own specific as well. Then there is email section. There's email and email 2. There's 2 emails here. The first one, the way I always describe it is number 1. Think of it as the managers, the guys who need to receive alerts, the main guys, the boss. This is whose email you need to have in there. Email 2 is everybody else. It's panel users. Everybody else could be in the email 2. And I'm going to explain that in my other videos when we talk about alerts, how that makes a lot of difference. But just remember, if it's a manager or someone that you want to receive alerts, the email 1 needs to be there. Phone title, these 2 are really based on you want to welcome to fill them. We don't require them. It's really for your reports. If you want to have a nice clean reports with all that information, you're welcome to fill that in, even title. And then it comes to classes. We have 3 classes: panel users, sub-admins, and administrators. If it's someone just accessing the cabinets, it's obviously a panel user. If it's someone that you want to create as a sub-administrator, you simply select them and just watch this little corner in here as I do select. See, the software privileges pops up because this is someone that probably requires access to the software. So you can decide right here and then what this person is allowed to see and what he's allowed to do. So you can say this person can add users, edit users, and do everything else. Now, just remember, as soon as this software privileges pops up, now this is a person that will be require access to the software. So you would need to give them a password. The system actually will not allow you bypass it. Like, for example, I'm just going to click submit. See, right on the top it says you have to give this person a password because they have software privileges that they're going to be accessing. So the system will not allow you to bypass that. Now, we're just going to do a panel user just to make life easy. Not going to touch on groups. That's my second demonstration. We're going to talk about after. And submit. As you can see, it's successfully added, and you see how it just highlighted my unique ID in there instead of a Bob Smith that I had in there. So that's how the software recognizes the person. So that is already added as a user. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go into the same, find Bob Smith, highlight them. Anything in the gray box, you need to highlight whatever information you need from here first, then select what you want to do. So we created the person, now you're going to give them an asset. There I have 3 cabinets online, right? Well, offline, but you can decide which cabinets you want. You simply click on the box, this is red. Let's ask you if you want to add them to that cabinet. You say yes. The name pops up in here. You simply highlight it. Just going to scroll down. And see, these are all my assets at the bottom. So I can simply select what assets this person is allowed by simply clicking on them and turning them from gray to green. And save. And now, there's tons of other privileges in here that you can restrict how this person accesses the users. And this explanation for all these, don't try to memorize them. They're all in the books as well, but the easiest way is just to put your mouse right over it. It gives you a nice little description of what each one of them means. So if it's something that you like to do, and you think it makes sense to you, just put a little check mark on there and click save. And as you can see on the top, it's successfully added the key, successfully added the command, and it's all done. So it's fairly easy. So this is the long way of how to add a user. Now if I were to go into this one right here, this is the cabinet I selected. If I click on the users on there, oh, I guess that wasn't the one. Where did I put my Bob Smith? Oh, I guess my unique there. There we go. So Bob Smith is added to this cabinet in here. As you can see now, it's part of my users in that cabinet. So if this was helpful, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout or write on the wall. My phone number is 403-471-4002. If anybody needs to access us, my name is Ali from Unitech.